Hey everybody, and welcome to Polymer Clay update number 7, I believe. I guess I'm just going to get right to it because I have a pretty good amount to show everybody. I will start off with this. I made this Rillakkuma. He's so cute. And I just wanted to draw attention to the necklace he's on. They just started selling these at Michael's, and I'm completely in love with them. All it is just a rubbery necklace, so it's kind of stretchy, and then this part goes into this part, and it's really easy to put on yourself, and it stays incredibly well. I've even like slept with it on and stuff, and it never came off or anything, so I really like it. So that's that. And then I have another necklace that's the same thing. This one is a dragon. I wanted to do something dragon related, so I did this as like a water dragon, and he is actually wrapped around what is normally a glass gauged earring. I really like how it came out, and let me see, you can see that I put a few sparkles here and there so that way it looks like scales, and I wrapped him all the way around. He's really sturdy. I really like him. He's really cool. And my last necklace is Binding of Isaac, and it has a nice like leather necklace to go with it, and he has a head pin all the way through him so that way it doesn't fall off, and I looped this all the way around and up again so that way it won't ever come loose from the jump ring. I guess I'll do more simplistic things now. This is just a butterfly pin. It's done with like a shimmery purple, and then I put gold and then glazed it, and then the pin's on there really, really good. That's just from a mold. And then I made the Aperture Science logos from Portal. I made these with regular Sculpey stuff, or Super Sculpey, and then just, see, this is the regular color of it. This one I painted. This one is done with, oh crap, I can't remember. Pearl-Ex? Yeah, Pearl-Ex pigments. I really like how they came out, and the detail in this is actually etched into the clay. You can see it better on this one. So yeah, I might actually do a tutorial on these because they're really simple, and I like how they came out a lot. I guess I'll do my two unfinished things. I'm making a chibi style Batman, but I'm doing it in a bit more detail. You can see that he's got like his muscles, and this is going to be painted over, so, and his little utility belt. The features are actually etched in, and where his mouth is going to go is etched in. He came out really good, so now I have to do the cape and attach them together so that way I can paint it all and everything. But I really like how it came out a lot. It's either that, or I just thought of this right now, maybe I'll paint him and maybe I'll make like a cloth cape. That would be kind of cool. And whoop, I just knocked my background. Ooh. And this one is a ferret heart. I have yet to paint it, and it's all textured as you can see. But yeah, I really like how this came out. It is really tiny for how much detail's put into it. One of my ferrets passed away probably about a month ago now, and I just thought about doing this because I really miss him. So yeah, this is in memorial of my ferret Max. And I started messing around with doing stamps in clay. So of course my first thoughts went to Hello Kitty. So this is just stamped into black clay, and then take your finger and swipe over it with the Pearl X pigments. That's my dog shaking in the background. Same thing with this one, and with this one I actually went from pink to like purple and then to blue, but the purple and the blue on this camera kind of blend into each other really well, but you can see it better when it's actually in real life. Same thing with this, only it's a more elegant design instead of just Hello Kitty. I really like how these turn out. They're simple to do and they look like so pretty. So that's that one. What next? I guess I'll do my pencils and whatnot. This is the only thing like this I have. It's a bookmark, but it's on a huge paper clip, and then I put this chubby little owl. Oh god, I'll have to put up who did this kind of owl somewhere on the screen when I remember who it was. I feel bad now, but somebody did an owl like this and I thought it was really cute, so I copied their design. Pens. I did this somewhat realistic, somewhat kawaii style squid. See, he has like the super long tentacles with the like the little hand parts almost. And then I did this as a gradient. I did a Skinner blend. So up here it goes from darker blue to lighter blue, and that's all just the clay, it's not paint or anything. And then I put little silvery waves like it's the ocean. This isn't really the cap that goes with it, I just kind of put it on there so I wouldn't lose it. And let's see. Oops. I did this kawaii whale one. I love him. He is so cute. I'm blending my seams much better now. I really love how sturdy it is instead of just kind of like pushing it there and hoping that it stays on. And again, I did the Skinner blend with this, and then I put some kind of like bubbles, I guess, silver bubbles going up, and then everything is glazed. And this is another owl, like that one I was talking about. I love how this came out. It is so adorable. I put this extra bit of clay on here so that way there's something to put down a, like a bit of wire, so that way it sticks on, and then I put TLS in between the two to sandwich it down. And it doesn't really look too bad because it's clear. So that way it's not coming off anytime soon. And then I did the bottom part like the color of the owl, and then I put some paint going down like this just to give it a little bit more of an interesting look. I did this Snorlax pen. I love Snorlax. He's one of my favorite Pokemon because he's kind of goofy and lazy. All the features are clay. And then down the pen, I put Z's going all the way down, like sleepy thing. And I put this one all the way down here because I might make a stand for him to just put this part into, so he'll just stand up. And last pen is an Alice in Wonderland. I did something between like a chibi and, I don't know, she's chibi, but she has like longer limbs and stuff. She's not just stubby looking. And I made the hair go all the way down. She's got her little apron on, and even like the tie goes around the back, but her hair covers it. And the legs are crossed, and the dress. So I really like how this came out. Even this is pretty sturdy on there. And then down the thing, I painted a pocket watch, a teapot, a teacup, like the Cheshire Cat smile, the Eat Me cake, the Mad Hatter cap, 2 different little heart cards, and a mushroom. So yeah, my friend's been talking about Alice in Wonderland with me a lot, and so I just decided to start doing Alice in Wonderland stuff out of nowhere. I did this pin, little Kirby pin. I love him. He actually sold already. I had him up for like less than 24 hours and he's already getting shipped away, so I wanted to show him off. He's really sturdily glued on. And I cut out this with a cookie cutter and then made him myself. And you can see that the arm is blended really well, so that way it stays on really good. And even on this camera, you can see that the blue blends in really well with the black, so it's pretty accurate to how his eyes look. Let's see what else. Okay. Sorry, I got a lot of things I'm trying to do. The Worm King from Adventure Time. I love this guy. Sometimes I go to hug my husband and I'm like, hug me, and then make the like wah 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 noise because I'm a geek like that. But yeah, I really like him. I did 2 other ones, but they're not finished yet. One's got the clay where it sticks out a bit, like I wrapped it around. And then the other one has like an indented mouth, and it's just like regular clay. This actually started out as super sculpty, so I had to paint it. But I really like how he turned out. And the little crown is put in with a wire again, so that way it won't come out, and it's also TLS'd onto it, so. Sorry, I'm like, I did this little figure. I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. I don't remember ever seeing anything like it, but it just kind of came to me in a weird, twisted thought process that went from bees to bears to a bear painting itself like a panda. So it's just a little polar bear who's painting himself up like a panda. I really like it. It's actually fairly small. See, he's pretty tiny for being a figure, but I like him. Let's save that stuff for later. That's done. Derp. I did this hummingbird. This is going to be a pin. Somebody just put up a hummingbird tutorial too. I honestly had the idea before I saw their hummingbird, and this one's different anyhow. I built it in different sections and blended it together and made these individual. I really like how it turned out. Theirs is really cute too. I like it. And mine's bigger. Theirs is like a charm size thing and mine's like a brooch. But I really, really like how this came out. At first I hated it because the wings just didn't have enough to stand out against the rest. But then I went back in and put some really thin black paint into the crevices and it made them stand out enough to work with the rest of it. I did this Hand of the King because I'm a Game of Thrones crazy fanatic person now. I really like how it turned out. Crud. Somebody did a tutorial on this. I didn't exactly follow their tutorial. I wanted to do this for a while now, but it did help me in sculpting the hand and whatnot. And everything on here is very sturdy. And the pin's on really good. I wore it a few times already just to test it out and make sure it wouldn't get all broken. But yeah, I really like how it turned out a lot. And this one, again, Alice in Wonderland. I love how this one came out too. I'm saving this for my craft fair. I hope somebody will like him. He's a pin. And even though his features seem a little thin, they're very, very well on there. And he's very well hand sculpted. I even gave him a tiny, tiny little pocket watch with the hands on it. And I gave him a pink eye with a red, oh crud, I can't, iris, I guess it's called. Because I want him to be like an albino bunny. I like him a lot. I'm really proud of him. Okay, so that's it for that. I guess now I'll do my My Little Pony stuff. I haven't done anything My Little Pony before, so it's kind of a guilty pleasure for me since I'm a bit older and I really have no business liking it so much, but whatever. This one isn't any pony in particular. It's, I did it like a Pisces sign, and I made it like watercolors. She's going to be a pendant. I'm going to put 2 jump rings like this, and then have her on a necklace. I'll probably keep this one because I'm a Pisces and I really like it. I used a heart base for the back, so that way I had an idea of where everything should go. I really love her a lot. Even the little tiny eyelashes are clay. So there's that one. I did one that's up on my Etsy right now that is going to be a pendant or a pin, depending on what the person wants, you know, like whoever orders it. It is Fluttershy. Again, the little tiny eyelashes are clay, and all of her hair is hand done. Her body is hand done. So I'm really proud of how she came out. And I leave the back plain in case somebody wants to do it as a pin, so that way I can make sure to glue it on really well so it won't be over top of paint or triple thick so it doesn't come off. But I really like how it turned out. I saw pictures of these hearts and thought they would make really cute pendants or just anything, but I didn't think I was skilled enough to do it yet. So Pinkie Pie. These are also on my Etsy listed as a pendant or a pin, depending on what whoever wants it to be. Again, her, wow, it's a really bright pink on here. This is like a neon pink color for the hair, but it actually works out pretty well. I sculpt everything handmade except for this back part, which is for sizing and, you know, consistent purposes. And then I sculpt everything, blend it together, hand make the hair, and then hand paint on the detail. I don't know if you can tell on here, but it actually goes from a deeper blue to a lighter blue, just like it should, because all of them have like blended eye colors. And then her mouth is made out of just paint. I really like how these came out though. I did 3 of them. And then Fluttershy. I really like how she came out too. But Applejack is my favorite My Little Pony, so of course this is my favorite one. This is the first one I did, and her ear is a little big, and that really bugs me, but it's not so bad. I really love how the hat came out. I think it came out perfect. And her hair. I really like her. Like I said, she's definitely my favorite My Little Pony, so I hope somebody likes her. What else do I got going on? Oh yeah, here we go. I made this super chubby little polar bear with a scarf. Again, he's pretty small. I'm gonna chalk this up to being Halloween as an excuse, but yeah, it's kind of messed up. This is a little character called Nail Bunny from a comic book called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac by Jonan Vasquez, the same guy who did Invader Zim. So yeah, that's why it's kind of messed up. It's I don't know, it just kind of popped into my head, so I decided to do it. He's actually pretty small for a pendant, but this is a real nail inside of him. So yeah, that's Nail Bunny. I like it, even though it's kind of weird. I did 2 figures from the Binding of Isaac. I did Peep. I hate fighting him so much, but not as much as the bloat. He's all made of polymer clay. He even has like his fat folds like he should. His mouth is, you know, indented, and I gave him teeth to go in. This is clay, this is clay, and the only thing glazed about him is his eye and the pee that's supposed to be on the floor around him. This is TLS, and I mixed some yellow paint in with it to give it that look, and then I glazed it afterwards. But despite hating him as a boss to fight, I really do like how he came out though. And this, another Binding of Isaac boss. This is Chub, and he has two of his little minion guys that he sends after you, and they even have their little tiny smiles on. And my favorite part about this is the mouth. Came out so good. I even made like the tongue really in-depth and everything. He was fairly simple to, I mean, like, this is really simple, but then you get to this end and it's like, oh. And forgive me for the light going back on again, but his teeth glow in the dark. And this is gonna hurt. Sorry. But he's on this woodsy platform, and I really like him too. He's one of my favorite things I think I've ever made. And last but not least, I saved one of my favorite things for last. Well, probably my favorite thing I've made so far. This is a Chibi Cthulhu, and his wings are made out of TLS and a wire armature that I did to make them look like dragon wings, like his wings look. And I super love how this came out. Despite the fact that it's kawaii, it's got this really nice element to it because of the wings. So I really love it. And here's the back. A little bit of paint got on this wing, but it's like, what you gonna do? And I have a head pin inside that goes all the way up through so it won't come out. And I've sanded down the points that were on the wire so that way they don't poke you if you're gonna wear him. He's a bit, you know, he's too big for a charm, but to be like a pendant or maybe like something that would hang up in your car and just kind of be there, that would be kind of cool. So yeah, I really like how he came out too. And now I leave him up there because it's Halloween and he's awesome. So yeah, that's it for my clay update. I know it was a long video and I'm sorry about that, but I just had so much stuff to show. I've just been working like crazy lately because I have a craft fair coming up, and I have to have stuff for that, and I have to have stuff for Etsy and blah blah blah. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and I will be back soon with another video. See you guys later.